How you doing, YouTube? It's Dan Lutz with AB Normal Outdoors, giving my 2 cents on how I keep my knife sharpened. Now, I watched a YouTube video from William Collins on talking about polished edge versus a regular sharp edge, and I agree with him. I don't go to a polished edge, even though this knife looks like it. Now, this knife is a William Collins Master Woodsman, and I've been practicing with it, trying to get used to it. I usually don't use such a large knife, but this whole spoon I'm trying to carve with that large knife, and it's working. This is out of cedar. It's soft because I'm just practicing, trying to get used to the knife. But what I found out is when I was carving other spoons, I was using this more. Nice, great knife. And I was sharpening the bevel on one side. It's only one-sided bevel. And I was stropping it just to clean it back up. But they'll develop a wire edge on the inside, which is hard to get to. So what I come up with, this is about a 1/2 inch dowel rod, and I glued just a piece of scrap leather to it, put some compound. You only gotta make 2 passes. And all I'm doing is I'm not trying to polish the backside or put a bevel on it. I'm just trying to remove the wire, which makes this thing razor blade sharp. Great little knife. But because I'm running a William Collins knife and I'm putting it through my own little gauntlet and see if I can get used to it. It's got a curved blade on it, multiple grind, the scanty back here. So it still works great on it. It's easy to sharpen. It looks like it's a hard knife to sharpen. But I have a prototype of this knife and I learned how to do it. What I found out is this thing doesn't weigh anything. You can throw it in your pack. And I go, when I start feeling, and I'm carving up here, up in the scanty, doing my word stuff, up tight. This is a large knife, and when you get down like this, it feels like a little small knife. It's amazing, the balance and the control and the grip. This is not a knife review. There's a ton of people doing the reviews on that. I don't do it. I'm just coming up with an idea to show you how I do it. I found out this round rod and that curved blade. When I start feeling that edge go a little bit dull, starting to get rough, start to push too hard while you're carving. Stop, like a chainsaw. You don't run a chainsaw until it's dull. You gotta stop, dress it up, and go back to work. Same with this. Stop. 1, find a bevel. It's easy to do. 2, 3. I switch hands. You can find your own way. I go 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm doing is I'm not bringing that to a polished edge, even though it looks like it because of the lights hitting it, but you can actually see the sharpening marks in this. But all I'm doing is I'm taking the point, and when the knife gets dull, it does this or it rolls. All that strop does is kind of just refine that edge. I'm not trying to get it killer polished. I'm just trying to straighten it back up. And you can tell, and this knife, just 3 passes, this is just walking it down. 1 pass, all the way down. And you can see the hair, just shaving, popping, but it's shaving sharp, but the edge is not so fine that it won't last. I didn't need to dress this knife up. I carved this spoon and another spoon and just been playing with it. I'm a woodsman. Spoon carving is not my trait. Probably the ugliest spoon on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm learning. And it's kind of difficult to take this large knife and cut a bowl in it, but I'm learning. So that's just my 2 cents worth. Take it what you want, but I have, like I said, the prototype of this knife. I fell in love with this knife. I've got a video on taking sinew out of the rear legs with the prototype. Then I received this. I bought this used off Facebook. I'm really liking this knife. It's a large knife that feels like a small knife. That's hard to say. It's just hard to say, but you can see the different grips you've got on here. It's a 90-degree spine. It's just, if you want to find out more about this knife, look up William Collins. There's plenty of videos of these guys putting it through the gauntlet and stuff. I'm a skinner and trapper by trade. You know, I skin with a very small knife, not this year. This gets to run the skinner on deer and coons and coyotes and stuff. And we're going to see how she does. So, guys, that's my 2 cents off just dressing up a knife. Keep her sharp, man. It's more a sharp knife is a lot safer knife. You're not pushing too hard. You're not going to fight it, and so you shouldn't need the band-aids. William Collins says you need a bunch of band-aids, but really, if you're doing knife control and you get out and you practice out here, I'm out in my garage just practicing, fooling around. Just be very careful. Take your time. When you start feeling it go dull, dress it up. Keep on your spoons, even though mine will probably never look good. It's ugly, but keep practicing, guys. Hope this helped. Thank you.